Buenas tardes, despiertas todas las noches, condiciones nocturnas, especialmente a los cruzados de las farolas. Bienvenidos a la edición del 5 de mayo del martes por la noche especial. I am your host from the East Coast, DJ Smokey, and seeing the fact that we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo this year by turning the SAP button on the side of your television sets on for this special edition of the show, we might as well waste no time and explain to you guys what's gonna happen on this special late night fiesta del Cinco de Mayo edition of Del Martes por la Noche Especial. Because we kick off this show by finding out what happened during this week's edition of Monday Night Raw from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Also, besides that, we turn on our television sets to check out another crazy, robotic late-night edition of the As Seen on TV. And as a matter of fact, this robot tried to communicate with people in schools. The only hint we're giving you. Next up on the plate, we find out what sort of cool games we can find from the world of IndieCade for another edition of the IndieCade Triple S Deluxe. Then we find out why in the world Dan the Weatherman Stu decided to wear a sombrero and poncho with a disco ball above his head for some form of late night party while he also tries to tell the weather for another edition of the Weather Update. And according to the maestro, he said that I said it was going to be some form of fiesta tonight, which I do believe translates to party, and I got a feeling that's the reason why he thought we were going to have a party tonight. Are we? Well, before we figure that out, folks, and finally, last but not least, and hopefully before we get in trouble with police officers for having a party after curfew hours around here, we wrap up this show with yet another edition of the Indie Report, which is me giving you guys 2 news stories followed up by local concert information from local artists performing in a local area live near you. And I guess with that said, I might as well tell the maestro to kick up the beats, crank out the tunes, and most importantly, put on that sombrero a little bit straighter so you look professional while doing this show, because it's time for us to bring some fun and delight on the street-lit, moonlit Tuesday night, only here, right here, on Del Martes por la Noche Especial, which translates to the Tuesday Night Special if you don't know. So with that said, let's get this late night show started, folks.